Hey everyone, and welcome to Italy. You know I love a good European train trip, but today we're ditching the usual tourist spots and exploring the sweet life in some of Italy's most magical villages. From the sunny hills of Tuscany to the amazing cliffs of the Amalfi Coast, Italy is where history, culture, and nature all come together. And there's no better way to see the real Italy than by exploring its charming villages. These aren't your average tourist traps. We're talking about places where time seems to stop. Places where you can wander through old streets, enjoy real Italian food, and experience the warmth of the Italian people. So, grab some gelato, relax, and join me as we take a virtual trip to discover the 10 most beautiful villages in Italy. First up is a village that seems to be holding on to its past. Civita di Bagnoregio. High up on a plateau in central Italy, this ancient village is called the Dying City because the cliffs around it are slowly crumbling away. Now don't let the name scare you. This just makes the village even more interesting. To get to Civita di Bagnoregio, you'll cross a single narrow footbridge, the only way in and out. Talk about a grand entrance. Once you're in the village, it's like stepping back in time. No cars, beautiful stone houses, and amazing views of the valley below make it super peaceful. Take your time exploring the winding alleys, checking out local craft shops, and maybe even having a meal at one of the family-run restaurants. And remember, everywhere you look is like a postcard. Now, I know what you're thinking. Rick, if the cliffs are crumbling, is it safe? Yes, it is. While the erosion is a problem, people are working hard to protect this historical treasure. Being so isolated has actually helped the village, keeping it from being overdeveloped and preserving its medieval character. You won't find big hotels or tourist shops here, just real Italian charm. If you want a truly unique experience, Civita di Bagnoregio is a must-see. It's a place to escape the busy modern world and experience a simpler time. And if you're feeling adventurous, you can even stay overnight in one of the village's old monasteries or guest houses. Imagine waking up to those amazing views. From one amazing landscape to another, we're going to the Ligurian coast and the Cinque Terre, 5 villages perched on the cliffs overlooking the Mediterranean Sea. Each village is special, but today, we're visiting Manarola. Picture this pastel-colored houses stacked on top of each other, almost falling into the turquoise water below. This is Manarola, and it's simply beautiful. Manarola is perfect for photographers, hikers, and anyone who loves stunning coastal scenery. You can get lost in the maze-like alleys, exploring little shops and cafes tucked away like hidden gems. And speaking of gems, be sure to try the local food. Manarola, like the other Cinque Terre villages, is known for its fresh seafood and pesto, made with basil grown nearby. You can't go to Manarola without hiking the famous Cinque Terre trails. The most famous is the Sentiero Azzurro, or Blue Trail, which connects all 5 villages. But for a shorter, equally beautiful hike, take the trail from Manarola to Corniglia. This path goes through vineyards and olive groves with amazing views of the coast. Just be ready for a little climb. After exploring, grab some gelato at a cafe by the harbor. As you enjoy the sweet treat and watch the fishing boats, you'll see why Manarola is a real gem of the Italian Riviera. And if you're there at sunset, find a spot along the harbor and watch the sky light up with amazing colors. It's something you won't forget. Next, we're going high into the Apennine Mountains of central Italy, to a small village that's big on beauty. This is Castelluccio, and it's truly breathtaking, and not just because of the altitude. Castelluccio is a charming village with that classic Italian feel. But the real star here is the landscape. Castelluccio sits on the edge of a huge plain called the Piano Grande, and every year from late spring to early summer, something magical happens. The plain explodes with color. We're talking bright reds, yellows, blues, purples, a rainbow across the landscape. This is the fiorita, the blooming of the lentils. It's an amazing sight. Now, I know what you're thinking. Lentils? Lentils are great, healthy, and tasty, but a whole festival for lentil flowers? Trust me, seeing this sea of color with the village on the hillside, it's unforgettable. Getting to Castelluccio takes a little effort. You'll probably be driving on winding mountain roads, but the journey is part of the fun, right? Once you arrive, take it all in. Breathe the fresh mountain air, listen to the bees, and enjoy the simple beauty. Wander through the village, maybe grab a bite at a local restaurant. And speaking of food, you have to try the lentil soup. It's simple and hearty, made even better knowing the lentils were grown right there. If you're feeling adventurous, there are lots of hiking trails through the mountains, with even more spectacular views. Just remember your hiking boots. Castelluccio is a place that stays with you. It reminds us that sometimes the most amazing beauty is in unexpected places. From the mountains, we're going to Tuscany, known for its rolling hills, vineyards, and charming towns. And when it comes to charming towns, Monteriggioni is one of the best. Imagine this. You're driving through the Tuscan countryside, sun on your face, cypress trees along the road. Then, on a hilltop, you see it, a perfectly preserved medieval walled town, like something from a history book. That's Monteriggioni. Built in the 13th century, Monteriggioni was a fortress, its walls built to protect it from attacks. And those walls are impressive. They surround the whole town with 14 towers. Walking through the main gate into Monteriggioni is like stepping back in time. The narrow cobblestone streets, the old stone houses, the quiet piazza, it all feels like a different era. You can almost hear the sounds of medieval life. Monteriggioni is small. You can walk around it in about half an hour, but it's full of history and charm. Walk along the top of the walls for amazing views of the countryside. You can even climb some of the towers for an even better view. As you wander, you'll find little craft shops, charming cafes, and small museums where you can learn more about the town's past. And if you're there in July, you're in for a treat. Every year, Monteriggioni has a medieval festival. People in costumes, flag throwers, musicians, and even jousting. It's a great way to experience the town's history. Whether you love history, photography, or just want a charming escape in Tuscany, Monteriggioni is a must-see. It reminds us that sometimes the best journeys are the ones that take us back in time. From the hills of Tuscany, we're heading south to the Amalfi Coast. Nestled among the cliffs and turquoise waters, you'll find one of Italy's most iconic and romantic places, Positano. Forget about flat cities. Positano is a village that defies gravity, its pastel-colored houses seemingly tumbling down the steep cliffs towards the sea. It's a vertical village, where stairs and winding paths replace streets, and the views are simply amazing. Legend says Positano was created by the god Neptune for a nymph he loved, and honestly, with its beauty and charm, it's easy to believe this place is touched by magic. As you arrive, by boat or by winding down the coastal road, you'll be captivated by Positano's unique charm. The colorful houses, covered with flowers, seem to glow in the Mediterranean sun. The air smells like lemons in the sea, and the sound of the waves is calming. Positano is a feast for the senses. Spend your days exploring the narrow streets, lined with shops selling handmade leather sandals, colorful ceramics, and local limoncello. Stop for gelato and enjoy the lively atmosphere of the piazzas. And when you're ready for a swim, head down to one of Positano's beaches. Spiaggia Grande, the main beach, is lively and fun, while Fornillo, a short walk away, is more quiet and private. As the sun sets, find a table at a restaurant overlooking the sea. Enjoy some local wine, fresh seafood, and watch the sky change colors. Positano is a place to relax, indulge, and embrace the Italian sweet life. It's a place where time slows down, and worries disappear with the setting sun. San Gimignano. This Tuscan hill town is like a medieval postcard. Back in the day, rich families built towers to show off their power. And these weren't ordinary towers. We're talking tall structures, some over 150 feet high, that dominated the skyline. At its peak, San Gimignano had over 70 of these towers. Today, only 14 remain, but they still show you the town's rich and competitive past. Walking these cobblestone streets, you can almost hear the sounds of medieval life. And as you wander through the Piazza della Cisterna, the main square, imagine yourself back in the Middle Ages. It's easy to do in a place like this. The towers are amazing, but San Gimignano is more than just old stone. It's a lively town with lots to offer. Don't miss the Duomo, San Gimignano's cathedral. Inside, you'll find amazing frescoes, a masterpiece of medieval art. And speaking of masterpieces, San Gimignano is known for its Vernaccia wine. This crisp white wine has been made here since the 13th century, and it's the perfect way to relax after exploring. But my favorite thing about San Gimignano? The little details. The flowers in the windows, the smell of fresh bread, the friendly locals. These are the things that make San Gimignano special. Get ready to be enchanted, because we're going to Alberobello, a unique place. In the heart of Puglia, this UNESCO World Heritage Site is famous for its trulli houses, quirky white houses with conical roofs that look like something from a fairy tale. These aren't just pretty houses. The trulli were built without using mortar to hold the stones together. It's amazing how they were built, and it's part of what makes Alberobello so special. As you walk through the Rione Monti district, you'll feel like you're in another world. Look inside the trulli, many now shops and restaurants, and you'll find local crafts, souvenirs, and delicious food. One of my favorite things to do in Alberobello is just wander around, enjoying the atmosphere. Find a sunny spot, order a glass of local wine, and watch the world go by. It's the perfect way to experience the relaxed pace of life. Visit the Trullo Sovrano, the largest trulli, to learn about their history. And if you want a unique souvenir, get a miniature trulli. Alberobello captures the imagination. It reminds us that sometimes the most magical places are the ones off the beaten path. Welcome to Bellagio. On a point where Lake Como splits in two, this charming town has been attracting visitors for centuries. As soon as you see Bellagio, you'll understand why it's called the Pearl of the Lake. Imagine this: elegant villas covered in flowers, cobblestone streets with charming shops and cafes, and amazing views of the lake and mountains. It's truly beautiful. Stroll along the Lungolago, the scenic walkway along the lake. Enjoy the sun, people watch, and admire the swans on the water. And stop and smell the roses, literally. Bellagio is known for its beautiful gardens. For some history, visit Villa Melzi d'Aril, a beautiful villa with amazing gardens. Walk through the grounds, admire the sculptures and fountains, and imagine life for the wealthy families who once lived here. And speaking of indulgence, try the local food. Enjoy a meal at a lakeside restaurant with fresh fish from the lake, creamy risotto, and other local dishes, all with amazing views. And for dessert, get some local gelato. It's the perfect ending to a perfect day. Bellagio is a place to relax, recharge, and enjoy the beauty of one of Italy's most stunning destinations. So, pack your bags, grab your camera, and experience the magic of Bellagio. Castelmazzano. This village is literally breathtaking. High in the Dolomites of southern Italy, this place clings to the side of a cliff. The ancient Lucanians who first settled here must have been tough. Today, this dramatic setting makes Castelmazzano great for outdoor adventures. We're talking thrilling hikes, challenging climbs, and even the Flight of the Angel, a zipline that sends you flying across the valley at over 60 miles per hour. Talk about exciting! Even if you're not an adrenaline junkie, Castelmezzano has something for you. The village is a charming mix of narrow alleys and stone houses, and the views are unforgettable. And the food, hearty local dishes, delicious. Walking through Castelmezzano's old streets, you can feel the history. This place has been through a lot. Legend says even Hannibal came through here with his elephants. Today, Castelmezzano blends ancient traditions with modern adventures. Explore the ruins of a Norman castle, hike to the strange Stone Dolls rock formations, or relax in the piazza with some gelato, and stay after dark. As the sun sets, the whole village glows. It's magical. Orvieto, high on a volcanic rock plateau, is an amazing sight. This town seems to grow out of the Umbrian landscape, a mix of nature and human art. It's no wonder Etruscans, Romans, and medieval popes all lived here. As you approach Orvieto, you'll see its magnificent Duomo, a masterpiece of Italian Gothic architecture. This cathedral, with its beautiful mosaics, stained glass, and sculptures, is a great reason to visit Orvieto. But there's much more to see. Step inside the Duomo and you'll find artistic wonders. From Luca Signorelli's frescoes to the Chapel of San Brizio, it's beautiful and shows the faith and artistry of the past. But Orvieto is more than just its cathedral. This is a town for walking, getting lost in its back streets, finding hidden squares, and enjoying authentic Umbrian food in cozy restaurants. Orvieto loves the good life, and nothing says the sweet life like a glass of Orvieto Classico, the local white wine. Known for its crisp, citrusy taste, it's perfect for a leisurely lunch or a sunset drink overlooking the valleys. But to truly get Orvieto, you need to go underground. Below the town are tunnels and caves, some from Etruscan times. Take a tour and you'll find ancient wells, Etruscan tombs, and even medieval pigeon houses. And speaking of the Etruscans, these mysterious people left their mark on Orvieto. Visit the Museo Archeologico Nazionale to see their carved tombs, pottery, and bronze work. You'll appreciate the rich history of this part of Italy. And there you have it, 10 of the most beautiful villages in Italy, each one special. Whether you like the dramatic Dolomites, the romantic Amalfi Coast, or the Tuscan hills, there's an Italian village for you. So, where will you go first on your Italian adventure? Tell us in the comments. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel Prep Before You Jet for more travel ideas, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything. Thanks for watching, and remember, travel makes you richer. Until next time, ciao!